Welcome back to qualifying on track now. Matt McLean, number 81 Pennzoil Chevrolet, takes to the track. Down into turn number 3. We take on a... Whoa, a little sideways there as we take on race number 1 here tomorrow of the Chase. You're looking at probably one of your guys that are really going to be going after it. I would say you're going to look at Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, and this guy right here is probably your top 3 favorites as to how they've been here the last half of the season. Because overall, the car, he's muscling it around there, but boys, he gets a little loose out of 4 there. The lap 1 charts here. Looking like he's going to be top of the board on lap number 1. Had to get out of the throttle a little bit. You heard it there. Off the rev limiter into turn 3. Now to turn number 4. Really sideways at the line. That's going to put him to 8th on board.
Drivers, start your engines!
Again, some rain last night, so the track is basically back to green again. Probably not as bad as it was Friday morning, but still different than it was yesterday during qualifying.
So you see the drivers getting ready. We have the final stories from pit road, and we lead off with Dave Burns.
Bill, the hopes of Joe Gibbs Racing lie squarely on the 20 car of Tony Stewart. And if you talk to their team and crew chief Greg Zipadelli, their hopes pretty much lie within themselves. They're the only one of their 3 teams to make the chase. And Greg told me this morning, you know what? We've been doing so well, we don't need a lot of help from our teammates.
All right, buddy, coming to the green here. Nice and steady here. Maximum points. Steady. Green flag, green flag. Clear low, clear low. Inside, inside. Still there, inside. You're outside, 3 wide here. Just one inside. Inside the 2 here. Good recovery, buddy. Way to be. Dale Earnhardt Jr. misses the chase, and they come to life. You know, the last couple weeks, they've really shown a strong effort out of this 8 team. And as they head down the front straightaway here, leading once again, they had probably the car to beat at Richmond. Came up 1 spot short after a horrible pit stop. Put them back in the pack. They ran their way back up. Got up second. Not quite the win, but Tony Erie Sr. and Jr. and Dale Jr., they were all happy with it. Just coming up just shy of a win. And it's good to see them trying to redo it again here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. out front early. Struggling early once again. Joe Nemechek, that 01 Army Chevrolet, is 27th right now. As the struggles continue, as they just made it with a little bit of luck last week at Richmond as they go way high into turn 3 there. Joe Nemechek, they thought they had a good, solid car for this weekend. They were top 15 in practice. Didn't qualify too well, and they're not doing very well in the race. They've only gained 2 positions. And if you remember last week at Richmond, it looked like this, except the 20 car ended up going around off the front bumper of the 81. As Matt's going to look to the inside of Tony here, down into turn 3. Whoa, sideways out of 4. So give Tony the momentum down the front straightaway. Matt McLean currently sitting 5th as, he just about takes off the rear bumper of the 20 car. Ryan Newman now under attack. It's a big almost mistake again. That would have not been good for Tony Stewart. Or Matt McLean, really. So able to gather back up and continue on as Matt McLean really close to that outside wall there. Might be struggling with the handling on that 81. Still outside even. Your door, bumper. Clear. Got the 0 on your outside here. On you tight here. Bumper. Still bumper. Clear. Job, buddy. P3 right here. Looking back inside. Clear. How's the car handling? That's a little uneasy. Not too bad, though. 10-4. Maybe a small air pressure adjustment in the right rear. 10-4, buddy. Matt McLean now battling with Casey Kane for the 2nd position. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, they got a couple hot rods under him this weekend. As Matt McLean a little bit of a slide out of turn 4. And down the front straightaway, he's going to have not quite cleared, but he does have that 2nd spot. As you look at Casey Kane now getting dragged back to that 3rd spot here. He's going to try to look back to the inside. Not quite able. Put that 81 up to 2nd. So we're taking a look at Randy LaJoy, currently in 8th position. Now Brian Vickers was in that car, unfortunately relieved from his duties once the chase started. And who better than Randy LaJoy, as he's already put quite a bit of speed back into this race car that Rick Hendricks thoroughly been looking for. They've been in and out of drivers of the 25 car for quite a few years. And it was time for a driver change. They gave Brian about a season and 3/4 to get it done, just not able to do it. And Randy LaJoy already running top 10. I think you're going to see him maybe get a shot of that seat for next year if he can really impress Rick Hendrick. It'd be really cool to see Randy LaJoy kind of get a career revive at the latter half of his career, join back with a top Cup team and go racing. That'd be some pretty incredible stuff here. All right, buddy, we're catching Dale a little bit. Yeah, I'm just not able to. I don't think we're going to run down all the way. Not on this set of tires. It's starting to get a little more loose as we go. So probably just going to ride here. Maybe on the next set of tires we can go get them. 10-4. Something's feeling a little off with the car. It's just really sliding out on me, starting to. 10-4. Might have a tire going down. I'm not sure. 10-4, buddy. Bring it to us if you need it. there goes the tire. Keep it right up against the wall there. Keep it right up against the wall. Caution's out, buddy. Hold it right there. You're wrecking all around you here. All right, get her back and rolling. So we go ahead and take a look at it as he heads down to turn 3. He has a little bit of a bobble right there. And then you're going to see that right rear tire just kind of let go right here on exit. Right there. He pops the wall a little bit. Casey Kane gives him a big shot. Tony Stewart's going to be able to get through. But watch Jeff Gordon come out of turn 4 and him and the 97 tangle. And Ward Burton. Wow, Martin Truex Jr. takes a wicked hit. They're still banging it up in the back there. On board with Martin Truex Jr. in the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet here. It's all just happening right there. And just catches Kurt Busch. Now watch Joe Nemechek just skate by. A little bit of luck from Richmond. Carried over to this one. Watch how close this is here. Wow. Good reaction time from Joe Nemechek. All right, buddy. P37, 1 lap down. Let's try to see what we can get for points here. Leader's rolling. On the outside of you here. One outside. 42 outside here. Oh, hang on, everybody. What a joke. This thing is shot. Hang in there with me, buddy. We got a car that just hit the wall. That is Robbie Gordon, the Jim Beam Chevrolet. Whoa, Ken Schrader about took him for another ride. Quite a bit down the back straight over here into turn number 3. There's a little bit of contact there and up and into the wall. Folds the whole right side of that car up. Man, Ken Schrader got really close. All right, buddy, P37 again. Green flag, green flag. The 12 outside here. Got the 2 outside. 2 outside. 20 looking inside. 20 inside here. 3 wide. You're up top. And the white flag will come out this time by. It's going to be a battle between the Penske teammates as Ryan Newman and Rusty Wallace are going to duke it out here on the final lap. Now you know that number 2 car is going to give it everything he's got. Being in the chase, I mean, you know it's time to boogie, and all he's got to do is just bump the guy ahead of him up the track a little bit, down into turn 3 for the final time. And out of turn number 4, it's going to be Ryan Newman going to victory lane with teammate Rusty Wallace. A 1-2 finish for Penske here at New Hampshire. All right, buddy, way to hang with us. 36 here. I know it's not what you wanted, but we finished.